Pies, quite frankly, well, they've been a bit forgotten. They're not really considered, are they? I don't know if it's that they're not Instagram friendly or it's just something here in the UK that we love. But listen, I'm going to see a guy today that's put pies back on the map in the most amazing way. I'm going to central London to Holborn dining rooms.
Customer service update from the control room at Holborn. Good service on London Underground lines, TfL Red, DLR and London Overground.
Hiya, I'm here to see Chef Callum.
Certainly.
Yes, is it John?
Yes.
Perfect, John. Let me take you through.
Cool. You know, there must have been a time like that people didn't get what you did, and now people are getting what you do. So many chefs are like, yeah, come and work for me, I'm going to start cooking pies. And it's like, a lot of people would have been like, good luck with that, Callum, but, you know, I'm going to do some real cooking. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, who was part of that?
Having people like Jamie sort of get behind it from quite an early stage was huge for me.
Yeah.
Like huge. 2 years ago, Rene Redzepi tweeted about something that we'd done, a pie, right? And he wrote The Pursuit of Excellence.
Yes.
And put a picture of our dish. And I was like, okay, we're onto something here. Being transported back to your family table, right? It's the happiness that brings. And I see it here with our guests at lunchtime. A lot of them are from sort of very large law firms around here. And they were like under the cosh all day doing huge, like multi-million-pound deals.
Yeah.
And then they sit here and I feed them a pie, and it's just a little bit of escapism.
It's like a therapy session. Do you know what I mean though? Like having one of those pies just resets you. But it does.
If you believe in something and you want it bad enough, you can achieve pretty much anything in this world. So do you fancy coming to see my pie? That used to be my Tinder
brilliant.
line. Yeah.
So where do we start?
So the last 2 days we've been preparing the Wellington. It's a 3-day process here at the restaurant. So we hand cut the duxelle. You'll hear in the restaurant the sound of like 30 chefs chopping button mushrooms. Yeah, but like it's these little things, these little details and get to attention that give you that edge. Quite careful about the way we do certain things in the room. The ruler comes out quite a lot. Puff pastry is made with butter and vegetable oil. Puff pastry is laminated, right? So it's lots of even layers of dough with a fat in between, right? And then what makes it rise is the water in that fat boiling and then steaming. We're going to take off our lattice now. Come down. This one we want to roll out a little bit thinner. Okay, so we're going to start taking this out to the size that we want. See? Until we get to this, going to finish it. Yeah, only roll one direction as well. See people sort of rolling backwards and forwards because you're just rolling it out and bring it back to you. So it's pointless. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at kind of how the Wellington looks against the can. Okay, so inside here we've got a like a 45-day aged beef fillet from Cornwall, and then we sear that very quickly. So just to get a little bit of colour on the outside, brush that with mustard, and then that's wrapped with mushroom duxelle, very classical mushroom duxelle, and then that is wrapped in spinach, and then that is wrapped in crepe pancake. And then that's where we get to here.
Because that's the big challenge with a Wellington, is the moisture, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So the spinach, when we steam the spinach, we put it between cloths and we roll it out with a rolling pin, so there's no moisture in it. And it's quite often something people ask me about. They say, kind of, how do you get your pastry so close to the inside of So most pastry that you do, you roll out and then you rest. So this, we're going to do the opposite. Roll this out now, and we put tension into it, which I know means as it rests, it's going to shrink and it's going to get a nice, tight finish.
Brilliant.
So it's going to give this a little light brush. Lifting a baby.
Yes.
To support it, and then you come over like that. Okay? Start to wrap this. So we just start off there. Just put that tension in the pastry. So that part of my hand I'm going to use and just really tighten that pastry.
Got it.
And it just means you're going to get that pastry super tight. So what we're going to do is just trim off any extra, so we don't have any extra pastry.
Yes.
The pressure of the Wellington is just closing it off. So you just use that as a guideline. Take off any extra flour. Now it's just close off the ends. I just use that sort of ball of my hand. Going to tuck one corner under and then the other corner under. Also, we're going to egg wash this.
Okay.
Right? So if you've got excess flour on there and you egg wash it, it's going to go all claggy.
Yes.
And it won't be a nice finish. So we'll start doing the lattice. For me, we like to make our lives difficult. So I just use this as a guide. You do that and then cut it with a knife. But you can see it's quite like cuts. I'm fast.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm just going to lay this over and make sure it's nice and even. And then it's just about working into the middle. So I've just swapped to a smaller brush. It's a bit more detailed. And it's just about very lightly flicking a brush over it so the egg doesn't pool. I'll take it through to
Callum finished off the Wellington with some thyme and some sea salt, and then it was time to go into the oven. It's cooked at 200 degrees Celsius until the core temperature inside the Wellington gets to 30 degrees C. Then it's rested until that core temperature reaches 46 degrees C, which is perfect medium rare.
That's just incredible.
Let's just see how that looks. Jesus, that looks so good.
Shrimp bag or a cod on the way, please.
Oh, you could just fucking eat like that. The gravy, the mushrooms.
It's the pastry. Like it's so much, but it's the pastry. Best beef Wellington I've ever had.
Thank you.
Boy today. Callum, thanks so much, man. Like that is a work of art, and I feel like you should have you need a whole episode of Chef's Table. Do you know what I mean? You do though, man. Like this is groundbreaking.
I had a whole episode of Crime Watch once.
So, best pie in London, Holborn Dining Rooms. Best pies in the world.